So today I will represent RECREX anti-fraud system. I heard today that the relation between bureau and green sign system, handlers and insurance. Three important points. But I'm not heard about the anti-fraud institution here. So, when the bureau speaks, I just heard pay, 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 pay. Any possibility. You just have to pay. So, where is our solution? We want to integrate a new anti-fraud system in the green card system. Because the fraud is a risk, very high risk, for insurers, for handlers, for insurers, and MTPL, everywhere. So, like Brussels Bureau says that it trust and pay. I want to change these things, and I want to say check and pay, not trust and pay. So, RECREX create a solution between these integrated systems, anti-fraud system, to fight against the fraud market, because fraud is a black market. More people benefit from this market. And I want to ask my young colleague, Paul Ivan, to say us something about this new buffering claim system. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Veselin. My name is Paul Ivan, and I will have the mission to gently guide you to the lunch. So I'll try to be as short as possible. Indeed, the fraud is a social phenomenon, and the inaction of the insurers and the inaction of the claims handler can have effects that will not be able to prevent or will not be able to resolve. A couple of things about RECREX. RECREX is a successful story, and I'm proud to be a member of our family. We are a claims handler, also green card correspondent. We are located in Romania, and one of the most important motto of our activity is that the others' challenges are our objectives, and we are trying to seek for the problems from the market and to find innovative solutions for the insurers, and not only. Regarding the frauds, there is a social phenomenon, and at the European level there are highly organized groups of fraud that can stage spectacular car accidents in order to gain some illegal indemnifications. During our activities, we noticed two major trends across Europe. The western part of the Europe goes smooth and easily. The payments should be done promptly and quickly, but the eastern part of the Europe goes with detailed investigation. And if the claim is bigger, definitely the investigation should be much more detailed. Also, this detailed investigation goes and increases the deadlines. So finally, the final payment is extended. The term of the final payment is extended. Given the fact of these trends, my conclusion is that the fraud and the anti-fraud fighting, is a major challenge for the insurers, and not only, and must be a vital objective of them. Okay, about our solution. The claims buffering system. Starting and going from the buffering term, we try to offer a solution that moderates the impact of the insurance fraud. This system is an innovative solution provided by RECREX, and it covers the claim file in all its stages: customer care, documentation review, technical inspection, internal technical analysis, and final, and not less important, the anti-fraud approval. Then we will see, we'll have a payment and a happy claimant or a rejected file. Okay, we start for the customer care. Each claims handling, each insurer has a customer care department. She's one of our colleagues. Okay, but the customer care has the first contact with the insurers and the first contact with the claimant. It's a preliminary phases of the claim file process. In case of some questions mark appears, we apply a filter, the first anti-fraud filter, and we applied the anti-fraud analysis when a special anti-fraud specialist came and investigate this preliminary contact with the claimant. The first phone calls, the first documents, and everything is investigated. Okay, let's just say that everything is perfect. It was just a thought that this is a case of fraud. Everything goes further to the next step, documentation review. The claim file is approved, but the inspector, the anti-fraud inspector, stays on guard, like a guarding agent, in order to overview the whole process. So we go to the documentation review, where a specialist verifies all the documents that we have from the claim file. I just have to add that the inspectional field wasn't set first, but he inspected the police report, all other reports, and all other documents that we have from the incident. Again, the question mark appeared. We apply another filter of anti-fraud analysis in our integrated system, where the anti-fraud specialist, the guarding agent, came back again and analyzes all the documentation that we have on this moment, all the documentation and all the facts that we know about the accident. Let's just say that there is no fraud suspicion, and we go to the next step, to the technical inspection. Everyone knows about the technical inspection. It's about that field inspection where an inspector, a field inspector, goes to the place of the accident, to the place of the claimant, or to the place of the event, and inspects the damages. He takes a lot of photos. He finally fills the inspection report. This is the technical inspection. Sometimes the technical inspector is a good guy, and he's the knowledge of the fraud intentions, but sometimes not. That's why we have another filter, another technical filter, where the anti-fraud inspector re-inspects everything, and we can even think about re-inspection the car in this case. There is a technical analysis, a technical dynamics analysis. There are compared the statements of the both parties, or more than two parties involved in the accident, and we go to the next step. Let's just say there is nothing in the technical inspection. The case goes slowly or quickly. It depends on the damages. It goes to the next step. On the technical analysis, we speak about the evaluation of the claim. We're speaking about establishing the amounts that have to be paid, the calculation, the internal system. But sometimes we can also not have all the check mark screen, because sometimes we can have problems and question marks, like in this case. So in case of something is not correct, or there we have still question marks regarding the conformity and also the legality of the claim notification, the anti-fraud analysis came back again and tries to recheck everything, starting from the incident dynamics to the value of the claim. Because sometimes the internal technical analysis and the anti-fraud filter can decrease the claim that was made by the claimant. Also, this anti-fraud filter tries to evaluate the exact work of the field inspector, because the field inspectors are a lot, and the knowledge is different, the studies are different, and their intention to help possible not so correct claimant is different. That's why we have this filter. The claim file goes to the final stage, the anti-fraud approval, where everything is put together, from the preliminary documents, from the statements, from the pictures, from everything, from all the reports. Okay, again, we're not missing the question marks. In this case, we have the final anti-fraud filter, and we have two main possibilities. The first one, and not the happy one, is to final reject the payment. Perhaps the claim file will be rejected and also the payment. This is, of course, an unwanted result for the claimant. But the payment rejection is made based on some very important proofs. Specific anti-fraud investigation, collection and evidence, and at the end, and the most powerful instrument, the anti-fraud detective report, which can be used in court cases. Because of course, if you reject a claim, definitely you will meet one day back with that claim in the court. Okay, in case of approved payment, that means that the claim file passed all the filters from all the stages: customer care, documentation review, technical inspection, internal technical analysis, and anti-fraud approval. So we can speak here about an extremely happy claimant. Look how extremely. Okay, this is the thing that it's most important. If the claim is real, and if we don't talk about fraud attempts, we should reestablish the first stage of the claimant. We have to reestablish the first state, and we have to go back in time to, let's say, correct the damage that happened. In conclusion, before finishing, I hope that everyone will have happy claimants, and I hope that everyone will have correct claimants. I think it's more important to have correct claimants than happy claimants, because even those that have fraud attempts are at one moment happy. Okay, one of the most important conclusions is that everyone deals with frauds, and we're talking about several types of frauds. In our experience, we've seen everything, and the examples go and grow and grow and grow. Starting in technical frauds, starting insurers, employee frauds, starting police report frauds, to even relative frauds, and all other cases. Everyone knows about it. That's why it's very important to have an integrated system. Our solution puts together the loss adjuster part, the investigation part, and also the lawyer part, because sometimes the fraud cases come back in court. Also, it's very important to appeal. It's very, very important for the insurers to contract this kind of services, this kind of outsourced services. Because let's just say like that a claim adjuster with this kind of integrated system, anti-fraud system, works as an audit, as an exterior audit, and we have a Romanian word, no mother, no father. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Have a nice day.